Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel. I am Neha Paryani, and in this session we are going to discuss about preparing deceased partner's capital account in case of death of a partner. Okay, this is the second part of the video. In the first part we have already solved two problems relating to it, wherein we have prepared two partners capitals account. Okay, the questions there were slightly different from the questions that we are going to solve today. Okay, again in today's session we will be solving two questions. Okay, so here the questions are on the second method of finding share of profit. Okay, in the previous two questions we have found out deceased partner's share of profit on the basis of time. Okay, in today's problem we will be finding his share of profit by sales method. Okay, so keep watching. So the first problem is Singh, Sultan and David are partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 2:2:1. Okay. Firm closes its accounts on 31st March every year. Right. Then Sultan died on 30th of September 2012. So Sultan is the second partner here. He's going to die. Okay. There was a balance of rupees 96,000 in Sultan's capital account in the beginning of the year. So this is nothing but the opening capital of Sultan given in the question. Right. Then in the event of death of any partner, the partnership deed provides for the following. Okay. So there are certain things, certain adjustments given. So first among them is interest on capital will be calculated at the rate of 12% per annum. Okay, so when in the event of death of any partner, the firm has to provide them with interest on capital at 12% per annum. Okay, then the executors of deceased partners shall be paid rupees 15,000 as his share of goodwill. Right now in this question, the amount of goodwill or the share of goodwill of the deceased partner, it's directly given. We don't have to do a working note relating to it. Okay, usually what will happen, they will give the goodwill of the firm, out of which we have to find out the deceased partner's share of goodwill. Right, but in this question directly the amount is given, which has to be given to the executors of the deceased partners. Okay, then his share of reserve fund was rupees 10,000 shall be paid to his executors. Again there is an undistributed profit called reserve fund, so again the amount is directly given here. This also has to be paid to his executors. Then this thing is important now. His share of profit till the date of death will be calculated on the basis of sales. Okay, so in the previous session, in the previous video, we have discussed how to find it out on the basis of time, on the basis of profits of the previous years. Okay, today we will discuss how to find the deceased partner's share of profit on the basis of sales. Right, then it is also specified that the sales during the year 2011-12 were rupees 8 lakh. Okay, the sales from 1st April 2012 to 30th of September 2012 were rupees 1,50,000. Right, then the profit of the firm for the year ending on March 31 2012 was rupees 1 lakh. Clear? So all this information is given. Then we are asked to prepare Sultan's capital account to be presented to his executors. Okay, now we have to prepare Sultan's capital account. Okay, so he's the deceased partner here. Right, so we know that the capital account of all the partners starts with balance brought down. That is nothing but the capital. Okay, first we'll take the capital of Sultan. Right, it is given in the question rupees 96,000. Okay, so mention 96,000 rupees here. Right, then so this is the debit side and this one will be the credit side. Okay, then after capital we usually record goodwill. Okay, so goodwill. Right, so the amount of goodwill is directly given here, 15,000 rupees. Okay, so take it here, 15,000 rupees. So this is contributed by the remaining partners. Who are the remaining partners? Singh and David in the ratio of 2:1. Okay, so say by Singh's and David's capital accounts. Okay, so they have contributed this in the ratio of 2:1. That's nothing but Singh's capital account. So 15,000 into 2 by 3 will be 10,000. It means 10,000 rupees of goodwill is contributed by Singh and David's capital account. So 15,000 into 1 divided by 3. That is 5,000 rupees is contributed by David. In total, they both are contributing 15,000 rupees as goodwill to Sultan. Okay. Then after capital and goodwill, we usually record profit or loss on revaluation. Right, but here in this question we are not preparing any revaluation account, so we don't have any profit or loss on revaluation. Okay, after that we usually go for referring balance sheet. Right, so if there are any undistributed profits or losses given in the question, but here again in this question we don't have balance sheet. Old balance sheet is not given to us, right? So directly we can go for the adjustments now. Okay, the first thing given is interest on capital will be calculated at the rate of 12% per annum. Okay, so we have to provide interest on capital to Sultan. Okay, Sultan's executors. So we have to do a working note here. Right, now here the dates are very important. When the partner died and from when the accounting year starts. Okay, so these dates are very important. We'll do a working note. Working note number 1, calculation of Sultan's interest on capital. So the capital of Sultan given in the question is rupees 96,000. Okay, rate of interest provided in the question is 12% per annum. Clear? So 12 divide by 100, percentage in the sense 100. Okay, into, now this thing is important, right? We are not providing him interest on capital for the whole year. This 12% is for full 1 year. Okay, so we cannot provide him interest on capital for full 1 year, right? So that is why the dates are important here. Okay, so the accounting period starts from 1st of April and the partner is going to die on 30th of September. Okay, so from April to September, how many months are there? 6 months. So Sultan was alive for 6 months. Okay, so for 6 months we will provide him interest on capital. That is why 6 divided by 12. Okay, simplify this, you will get the value as rupees 5,760. Okay, mention it here on the credit side. Okay, now remember, whatever the partner receives from the firm will be recorded on the credit side. Whatever partner has to pay to the firm will be recorded on the debit side. Okay, so here firm is giving interest on capital to Sultan. That is why interest on capital on the credit side. Okay, so we can refer working note number 1. Right, the amount was rupees 5,760. Here, then second thing given is the executors of deceased partners shall be paid 15,000 as his share of goodwill. Okay, this we have already taken, right? Then leave it. Then his share of reserve fund, which was rupees 10,000, shall be paid to his executors. Now reserve fund are the undistributed profits. Usually this will be given in the old balance sheet in the liability side. Okay, we have to distribute this. Again here Sultan's share is directly given. Okay, we don't have to do any calculations here. So just take it as reserve fund rupees 10,000. Clear? Then next, now this thing is very important. His share of profits till the date of death will be calculated on the basis of sales. Now you have to remember that whenever they are asked to find out profit on the basis of sales, the first thing that should come to your mind is profit percentage. Okay, or profit margin. Okay, so for finding out the profit margin you need two things, right? Previous year sales and previous year profits. Okay, in some questions they will directly give you this profit percentage. Okay, so they will tell that according to previous year profits, the profits earned with 25 percentage. Okay, on the basis of that we can find out current year profits. But if this percentage is not given, then we need two things: previous year sales and previous year profits. Okay, so in this question that percentage is not directly given, but they have given the sales for the previous year, that is 8 lakh rupees. They have given the sales for the current year, that is 1,50,000 rupees, and they have also given profits for the previous year, that is 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so with the help of this we can find out the profits for the current year. Okay, so how to do that? Working note number 2, calculation of share of profit of Sultan. Okay, so as I already told you, first of all we need the profit percentage. Okay, so for finding out this percentage we have a formula, right? Formula is profits divided by sales into 100. Okay, so we need, I told you, right, we need previous year profits, sales. Okay, so the previous year profits given in the question are 1 lakh rupees. Okay, divided by the sales given are 8 lakh rupees. Sales for the previous year are 8 lakh rupees into 100. Okay, so if you do this we will get the percentage as 12.5 percentage. Okay, so if 100 rupees products are sold, out of that 12.5% for 12.5 rupees we are getting as profit. Okay, this percentage we have found out, right? Then we have sales for the current year. Okay, current year in the sense from 1st of April to 30th of September sales are given, right? So that is 1,50,000 rupees into, we know this percentage, we know the profit percentage, so into 12.5 or multiplied by 12.5. Okay, so we will get the value as rupees 18,750. Now these are the profits for the current year, but these profits are for whole firm. Okay, what we need only Sultan's share of profit. Okay, so into his share, Sultan's share. Okay, the old ratio given in the question is 2:2:1, right? And Sultan is the second partner. Clear? So his share will be 2 out of 5. So 2 divided by 5. Okay, so simplify this and you will get the value as rupees 7,500. This is Sultan's share of profit. Okay, now this one we have to take it here. Okay, again the partner, deceased partner, is receiving the profit from the firm, that is on the credit side. Take it as P&L suspense account. Okay, 7,500. So if you are totally confused with this entry, why we have taken P&L suspense account and all, for this you should be knowing the concept of the concept of this chapter. Okay, death of the partner. This one extra thing we do in case of death of a partner, whereas we don't do this in case of admission and retirement. Okay, so it's very important to know the concept first, right? Then come back to question. Now everything is completed, right? All the adjustments are taken. Okay, now just total the capital account. Okay, the total is obviously more on the credit side, 1,34,260 rupees. Okay, mention it same, 1,34,260. Okay, balancing figure will also be same, 1,34,260 rupees. Okay, now this balancing figure will be transferred to Sultan's executor's account. Okay, Sultan's executor's account. Okay, this is the balancing figure. Now what this means, it means that the firm has to pay 1,34,260 rupees to Sultan's executors. So I hope this problem was clear to you all. Okay, now moving on to second problem. Second problem is Ashok, Babu and Chetan with partners in a firm sharing profits in the ratio of 4:3:3. On 31st December 2016, Ashok died. Now here Ashok is the first partner. The partnership agreement provided that on the death of a partner, his executors will be entitled for the following. Okay. First thing we have, on 1st April 2016, there was a balance of rupees 90,000 in Ashok's capital account. Okay. So the capital or the opening capital of the partner is given. Then interest on capital at 12% per annum. So the firm has to provide him interest on capital as well. Okay. Then his share in the profits will be calculated on the basis of rate of net profit of sales of the previous year, which was 25%. Now here is the difference. In the previous problem, this percentage was not given. So instead of this percentage, the profits and sales for previous year were given. Okay. Here directly the percentage is given, right? Then the sales of the firm till 31st December 2016 were rupees 4 lakh. So the sales for current year are given, okay, from the beginning of the accounting year to the date of death of the partner, right? Sales are given. Then his share in the goodwill of the firm, the goodwill of the firm on Ashok's death was valued at rupees 4,50,000. Now here we have to do a working note relating to goodwill as well. Okay, so goodwill of whole firm is given. We have to find out Ashok's share of goodwill out of that. Okay, then the partnership also provides for the following deductions from the amount payable to the executors of deceased partners. Right, first, his drawings in the year of his death were rupees 15,000. So in this question, we are given with drawings also. Then interest on drawings at 12% per annum, which was calculated as rupees 1500. Okay. Then we are asked to prepare Ashok's capital account that is to be presented to his executors. Okay. So again, there are certain things different here from the previous question. So let us try to solve this one. Okay. So we always know that partner's capital account starts with the balance brought down or capital of the partner. Balance brought down capital. So capital of Ashok given in the question is rupees 90,000. Okay. This is the credit side and this is the debit side. Right, 90,000 rupees is the capital given. Okay, after capital we usually record goodwill. Okay, now for this we have to do a small working note, right? So goodwill of the firm is given 4,50,000 rupees. Out of this we should only find Ashok's share of goodwill. Okay, in order to find that we need old ratio or the profit sharing ratio that is given in the question, 4:3:3. Okay, so let's do a working note. Working note number 1, calculation of goodwill of Ashok. You can write calculation of share of goodwill of Ashok. Clear? So goodwill for the whole firm is 4,50,000. Okay. Profit sharing ratio given in the question is 4:3:3. Okay, and Ashok is the first partner. So his share will be 4 out of 10. So 4 divided by 10. Clear? So multiply this and we will get the value as rupees 1,80,000 rupees. This is the goodwill of, this is the share of goodwill of Ashok. Okay, now this amount has to be contributed by the remaining partners. Okay, Babu and Chetan. So they are in equally. Okay, their ratio is 3:3. It's nothing but equally. So 1,80,000 rupees has to be distributed equally by Babu and Chetan. Okay, so by Babu's capital account, total goodwill is 1,80,000 rupees into 1 divided by 2. Okay, so 90,000 rupees should be contributed by Babu. Okay, from Chetan's capital account, 1,80,000 rupees is the total goodwill into 1 divided by 2. Again 90,000 rupees has to be contributed by Chetan. Okay, so totally 1,80,000 rupees is the share of goodwill of Ashok. Clear? Then after capital and goodwill, we usually record profit or loss on revaluation. Again, in this question, we are not doing any revaluation account. So there is no profit or loss on revaluation. Okay. After this, we usually go for old balance sheet in the question. But again, here old balance sheet is not given. So we can directly go for the adjustments. Okay. First adjustment is related to capital, which is already taken, right? Then second adjustment is interest on capital. It has to be provided at 12% per annum. Okay. Again, here the dates will be very important. The date of death is very important. 31st December 2016. Okay. So we have to do a working note again. Working note number 2. Calculation of Ashok's interest on capital. Clear? The capital of Ashok is 90,000 rupees. Okay. Into the rate of interest is 12% per annum. So 12 by 100 into now date. Okay. Accounting year starts from 1st of April to 31st of March. Okay. Now the date of death is 31st of December. So from April to December, Ashok was alive. So it means he was alive for 9 months. So we will provide him interest on capital for 9 months only. 9 divided by 12. Clear? So simplify this, we'll get the value as rupees 8,100. Okay. This is interest on capital of Ashok. Interest on capital 8,100. We can refer the working note number 2. Okay. Then come back to question. Third adjustment is his share of profits will be calculated on the basis of rate of net profit of sales of the previous year. So the profit percentage is given, okay, and sales for the current year are given 4 lakh rupees. Okay, out of this we have to find out the share of Ashok. Okay, working note number 3, calculation of Ashok's share of profit till the date of his death. Okay, so the sales for the current year are 4 lakh rupees. Okay, 4 lakh, right? So profit percentage for previous year is 25. So percentage in the sense 25 by 100. Okay, so then out of this we only want Ashok's share. Okay, so Ashok's share is 4 out of 10. So 4 divided by 10. Okay, you can also do it like first you do 4 lakh into 25 percentage of that, which will be 1 lakh rupees. Okay, then out of 1 lakh rupees, that 1 lakh rupee will be the profit for whole firm. Okay, let us do it in that way. So 4 lakh into 25 percentage will be 1 lakh rupees. Now this is the profit for whole firm, but we need only Ashok's share of profit. So into 4 divided by 10, that is Ashok's share. Okay, now we will get the value as rupees 40,000. This is Ashok's share of profit. Okay, this should be taken in the partner's capital account as P&L suspense account. Rupees 40,000. Clear? Then come back to question. Okay, his share of goodwill is given. This is already taken by us, so leave it. Then, so there are also certain deductions. Okay, so he has made certain drawings till his date of date of death. Okay, that is 15,000 rupees. So as he has withdrawn. Now this has to be taken on the debit side in the capital account. I told you, right, whatever the partner has to pay to the firm will be taken on the debit side in capital account. Okay, now if Ashok has withdrawn certain amount, so if not now, in near future he has to pay back that amount to the firm, right? That is why drawings will be taken on the debit side. First we will take drawings amount 15,000. Okay, then there is also interest on drawings at 12 percentage per annum, which was calculated at 1500 rupees. Now, if you calculate 12 percentage per annum on 15,000 rupees, the amount would be different here. Okay, but they have already given a certain amount which has to be charged as interest on drawings. Okay, so you don't have to do any working note or any calculation here. Just take this amount 1500 as it is, right? So again, interest on drawings. Okay, 1500 rupees directly. Now if in question any loan was given, okay, suppose Ashok has taken any loan from the firm, then again we would take loan and interest on loan on the debit side if the partner has taken the loan from the firm. Okay, then if in case the firm has taken the loan from the partner, okay, sometimes it may happen, right? Ashok has given some loan to the firm, then we would take loan and interest on loan on the credit side. Okay, but in this question neither of them are given, right? Now everything is done. Now just total it. Okay, the balance is more on the credit side, so the total here is 3,18,100 rupees. Write it same here, 3,18,100. Okay, balancing figure that we are getting is rupees 3,01,600. Okay, now this balancing figure will go to Ashok's executor's account. Executor's account. This is the balancing figure, right? So this is how we prepare deceased partner's capital account. I hope it is clear. So if you found this helpful, please hit the like button. Also, please subscribe to the channel. You can share the video with your friends. I hope to see you in the next videos. Till that, happy learning.